clicked go live. It should do it. We're doing it now. Now we're streaming, right?
Now we're streaming. We did the
thing.
Stream.
I should have
See a
restarted the
bunch
song.
of people in the chat.
Yeah, there
are a bunch of people in chat.
People were waiting for us. Hey, 8 minutes too late is not the worst. Let's start this properly. Let's see if I can do this again. Let's bring in the...
There we go. We go. I confirmed that we did it.
There we go. We got it. That's the way we should have started it.
What's up, everyone?
Hey, all. Welcome to JankFest 2023. What a great day. How's it going, everyone? Let me know you're in the chat.
Are we doing it?
We're doing it. Yeah. Killer is just a little image, but we're live.
We're doing it. Actually,
anyway.
Some of our viewers may not realize this, but that is actually what Frank looks like. That's just
all green and pretty.
Doxed him. I don't know if anyone knew his name, but there you go.
Constant look of surprise on my face at all times.
Yeah, absolutely. Real quick, for some reason, there we go. Never mind. I found it. It's a tech issue thing on my end. So, yeah, just right as we start, Matt Bowers always says that this is the best night of the Ashes year, and I'm inclined to agree with him. There's something really special about JankFest, and it would be completely irresponsible at this point for me to not share my baby with the Jankyard. So thank you so much to Smindrix, who sadly passed this evening. And
died. He didn't die.
And the treatment, you can't confirm that he didn't die. He's not here, is he? So
he's in chat, actually.
Yeah, oh, he is.
Yeah.
Sorry, Schmidt. Just
is in chat.
I'm so glad that we're able to have the Jankyard co-host this with us for the second year in a row. It could not be a more appropriate partnership. So thanks, you guys, and special thanks to Treatment for dealing with all the tech crap to get the stream going. So thank you. And I'm really, really pumped to. I think this is the second time that I've killed Schmin on stream. I don't know why I'm so attached to the idea of him being dead. I need to navigate that.
Maybe he just doesn't want to be like, what the Oscar hosts. It's a lot of pressure, right? And this is the Oscar of Ashes. So there you go.
It is the Oscars of Ashes. We have some very, very special awards. Last year we had a call. Killer Cactus impromptu awarded a Rookie of the Year award to Flora last year, and that was a great pivot, and it got everybody kind of clamoring for more annual categories because the Builder of the Year thing is such an honor. And this year we've added 2 annual categories. We have formalized the Rookie of the Year race, and then I thought a little bit more about it, and I'm a fan of the National Football League, and they have a Walter Payton Man of the Year award that they give to somebody who's done a lot of public service and things like that. And so I thought, who's the nicest boy in Ashes? And it ended up being Auric, and it also helped that his initials spell OG. So this is the OG award that we're giving out tonight for Human of the Year, and I'm really excited to get to talk about that. So the annuals are really special, but the annuals aren't the only thing that's going on tonight. What's also going on tonight is a whole lot of Jank, and I'm really pumped to talk about those next 2.
But wait, first, because last year I seem to recall, and we don't have, I don't think, footage of this, but you and or Chaos Theory criticized me for what I was drinking last year. So I want to know this year, because I got a drink this year, where your drink is.
Oh, my drink is right here. I'm ashamed to admit that it's a Red Bull Sea Blue edition. And it's because I am so damn tired. I have truly hit a brick wall, just sort of life in general. If anybody is out there who can send help, I encourage you to do it. And I fell asleep. What time is it? I fell asleep 45 minutes ago. I woke up. I went to the store, I got this caffeine, and I'm going to try to get through tonight. Alcohol, some of you may not know this, I'm staring directly into the camera as I deliver this message to the people, is a depressant. It's going to make you sleepier. I can't do that. So I'm not drinking this evening. I'm caffeinating so that I can be with you lovely people. So now that I've gone on my tirade, Treatment, what stupid beer are you drinking?
Yeah, exactly. This year, so this is how it started. I remembered you criticizing me, and I was like, okay, gotta have a drink. I was like, well, I'll have an old fashioned. That sounds good.
Okay.
So I brought it up with my wife, Allie, and I was like, yeah, like, do we have stuff to make an old fashioned? And we did not have any orange. We don't have any bitters. And we also didn't have any whiskey. So great start. We do have ice cubes and water, though. Nailed it.
Essential.
Yeah, so we just dug through our cupboards because we're not big drinkers. Found some Drambuie and some Grand Marnier. And I got to tell you, it's amazing. It's actually really good.
I know that it's not.
It's actually really good. She went to bed already and left me half of hers plus mine. So it was like 3 shots. So I'm on like 5 shots in the last hour and a bit. Did bath time, put the kids to bed, and now it's just JankFest time. So there we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, you have just received the recipe for the Jank fashioned.
Oh,
that is
the Jank fashioned.
Allie's even in chat.
Or
Yeah,
the
you're
old
welcome.
Jank? The old Jank?
I am
oh man,
bartend. It is hot here in Canada.
Man, no, it's not. Mrs. Treatment is in chat, and we, we don't get much of a chance. We hear of your of the work that you do for us on the editing portion of the Jankyard. So while I have you actually paying attention to me, I do want to say on behalf of, I'm sure, a ton of people in the Ashes community, thank you, Mrs. Treatment, for your service to the community by I don't know why your husband won't learn to do this himself. I've decided not to dig too hard into that question, but thank you for doing it, Mrs. Treatment. You are very appreciated.
Matt says that blitz timer is going to be twice as rough on you when you play me hammer. Yeah, it's called the blitz timer for a reason. I'll be blitz playing.
Oh man, we are going to get some gameplay in. I will play you, Matt. I will endure your stupid gauntlet if we don't have any other options. I'm not sure what gameplay we might feature this evening, but if we don't have any better ideas, I will do your stupid game, you sadist.
Oh, I want to. God, okay. Can we get to the decks? Because I want to talk about Matt's so much. It was the deck that made me insta laugh. Like, it's so good.
I know.
Yeah, you should go get some whiskey immediately.
Yeah. It's not fair for him to be playing sober.
As you guys can see, I'm surrounded by 58 bottles of hard liquor. Right now, they're all green.
Yeah.
But I actually wish my camera was working tonight. I'm in my basement, and I have a bar right behind me with a bunch of stuff on it.
Just always causing problems.
I went with a spiced mead today. Jormungandr Viking spiced mead from our local brewery. It's phenomenal. But I also fell asleep a half an hour ago and had to wake back up. I drank the mead first, which knocked me out, but I'm back with it and am ready to jank it up as well.
That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's look at some decks because these things are great.
All right. Let me pop this up. So boom. There we go. We have got
boom solved.
Yep. We've got the little preamble, which, by the way, I loved. The whole thing was very eloquent and very on brand. And we're starting off strong. We start off with Remiya by Ninja, and well, I mean, he can't talk about it because he's not on stream, but. What do you guys think about this? Power creep bypasses the deck. Oh, and Shadow's in chat too, so I'll just quickly cover it. It's got 3 Dark Presence, False Demon, Frostback Bear, Ice Golem, Mirror Spirit, and then no Ancient Apparitions, or Ancient Spirits, sorry.
No.
And
none of your brother is unique.
Not necessary.
Yeah, not necessary. 3 Beast Mages,
Why?
2 Flute Mages, 3 River Scalds, Frozen Crown, Glaciate, Massive Growth, Wallop, Will to Survive, and Clashing Tempers. Lots of alterations. 12. That's big time. Big
Yeah,
guns.
the 3 Dark Presence, and then just a ton of ways to get past you and hit you hard. That's 12 alteration spells, including 3 Frozen Crown. You absolute mad lad.
There's only 2 Frozen Crown now. Don't go.
Oh no, it's 2. It's 2.
Quote this deck, but
Well,
it's
it's
too
too
many.
too many.
Yeah. He also has Ice Golem, which, I mean, this is going to be a difficult jank deck to beat right off the bat by putting Ice Golem in there. But I've actually considered putting Ice Golem in like regular decks as an ice trap deterrent, or a baiter, so to speak, where you play Ice Golem and then you play a bunch of other 2-life guys and watch as they're afraid to ice trap your 2-life guy because you're going to play an Ice Golem. I haven't actually done that yet. I probably should have done that for this. But
I mean, I like the deck
that's not
too,
my
but we'll get
tier.
to yeah.
in this deck.
See, Frank, you go on like little tangents like that, and then I think to myself, this is the community that nominated you for Deck Builder of the Year. Like, I don't know, man. You're still toying with Ice Golem in the year of our Lord 2024. You're still messing with it. All right,
Absolutely.
I like the idea of like Clashing Tempers on an Ice Golem, get an attacker out of the way, and then it's super huge.
Yeah,
That's just cool. And then yeah, Dark Presence for the bypass. Dark Presence is a card that is it's definitely
card,
it's
man.
underplayed, but it's just it's hard to justify. But when you see it, it's like, man, this all of a sudden sucks because everything becomes, especially with Frostback Bear, everything becomes unblockable, which is cool.
yeah.
Well, now we have all this charm dice crap to reduce attack of everything.
Yeah, exactly. He's not running any charm dice, but he's using the Rimia ability to rearrange his top of his deck for River Scald. And he says that that's the entire reason that we're using Rimia, which is really, really cool. She's also got 5 spellboard, which I think fits what he's got going on here with all this stuff. So overall, like, this is just like somebody. It's the kind of deck you love to see in JankFest. It's somebody taking an idea, in this case bypass, and just seeing how far that they can, push it. And so, yeah, I think this is really, really cool, Tim. I like this deck a lot.
Ribia's ability plus River Scald is actually fairly sick, and I missed that.
It is.
I missed it when I was voting.
That's excellent. Hard props for that.
Yeah, but he also said he's going to take it to the knockout tournament, so it's kind of too try hard. It's too competitive.
So
it can't be.
He can do whatever he wants.
That's true.
Yes, he can.
All
right. Let's move on down the line.
Red King.
Our first Builder of the Year award went to Red King, and he is still slinging this jank. This is a Red King classic. We've got Demona running a deck called Legion. The spellboard is resummon 3 copies of Small Sack, Bone Crow, and Lightbringer, and then we've got a pile of allies, including Old Salt, Phoenix Attendant, and Rosefire Dancer, 3 Blood Brawls, Calamity Golem, and then full play sets of Particle Shield and Vanish. And so he says that it's a Demona aggro that uses Exhaust and resummon. And I imagine what he's doing here is he's trying to maximize these Demona mounts, because Small Sack, once focused, lets you exhaust your own guy to exhaust their guy, and then that's what Demona cares about to promote her mounts. And then once you've got her mount out, then you can use resummon to bring it back. And so it's going to be really hard to keep Demona off of the mount against a deck like this, because that's the way that a lot of people play against her is they try to manipulate the battlefield to make it to where she can't promote a unit, and it's like there's no way you're going to be able to stop him with this deck from getting those mounts out and wrecking with them.
Yeah, at the same time, it's kind of weird because, at least to me, none of the targets are ones you want to mount. Like Phoenix Attendant doesn't feel like something you want to mount. Dreamlock Mage is not something that's generally going to be exhausted.
You want to leave
Crypt
that?
Guardian. Yeah. I guess Rosefire Dancer is probably the main one. Like drop it, exhaust something, and then mount it, and then do it all over again, which is kind of neat.
Yeah.
And he's also got a spicy Calamity Golem in there, which is always cool.
Calamity Golem is our mascot this year as well. So
that's true.
Yeah.
Resummon with Demona is one of my favorite things to do in all of Ashes. It is.
It's really cool.
Resummoning Imperium Mount is one of the most glorious things you can do.
Truly, Jakey. All right, here's the deck that everybody's been in a stink about. It's Buzzer Beater by Matt Bowers. I laughed my rear end off. He sent this to me a couple weeks ago, and I just saw it, just laughed and laughed and laughed. I can't see where you're at on the screen, so if I move down faster than you did, I apologize.
Sorry, Mrs. Treatment had to bring me water and chocolate chip cookies to keep me hydrated and healthy for the rest of the stream. So,
Mrs. Treatment, wife doing stuff. My wife's upstairs asleep.
I thought she was asleep.
She's like,
the kids are
your nerdy
down
thing. I'm sleeping.
Yeah. All right. So let's move down. Okay, this is the type of list that made me laugh, but also if I lost to it in a serious match, I would just like hate the game. I'd just be like, what the hell is going on? I didn't get it at first, and then I read the description and I was like, oh my god, this is just awful. This is pure evil. Editor's note. Yeah.
Leave it to Matt to treat NPE as an ideal to ascribe to.
It's just, oh god, the combination. First of all, Knights on Cricket is annoying, but then being in Leo and also with Weeping Spirits, and the whole idea of it just being a blitz match deck where you make them waste their own time on decisions is so stupid and frustrating at the same time. It's so it's every part of this is annoying. It's just from the hollows to the realm walkers, just everything. Dealer's Choice is in there. This is, I can just see wasting 5 minutes on all these decisions as they add up. It's so frustrating. Petition to remove chess clocks is what Fred said.
He's gonna remove your whole discard pile from the game with 3 Knights on Cricket and Weeping Spirit.
God Almighty!
Those things both have focus effects that remove your stuff from the game.
Yeah,
I honestly don't remember because those cards don't get played, which makes this deck a very high level jank deck, and it makes me very happy to read it.
I do have a bit of a bias. I have really found Matt's submissions funny every year, and he always does something like this where he's a little bit like he's approaching the game in a really unique mechanical way. Like last year, he had a full deck of cards that all mirrored dice powers. Yeah. They all did something that a dice power does. It was called Ash's normal dice powers. And I just love that approach to JankFest, just coming at the game from a very mechanical mindset. And this is an even more meta version of that. And so I'm a little biased. I really hope that this is Matt's year because his approach to this competition just makes me crack up. It's always something completely out of left field that I didn't expect. And so I just think this is hysterical. I like this a lot.
Yeah. I mean, I think I voted for it for Lord of the Jank. I think all
it looks good.
Irritating jokey parts of it aside, I think it would be really irritating to play against, especially in Matt's hands. If you gave it to someone else, it'd be okay, whatever. But I think Matt would just punish you for this. So I really love it. All right, So I'm just gonna start this by saying I think Charlotte, aka Creep Dog, is massively undervalued and underrecognized. Her, not only for JankFest, but especially JankFest, because she is always on point with the amount of work and like thought she puts into the whole theme, top to bottom. Like every single card, the title. She's huge into like literature and plays, and this showcases that. And it's just, even if you're not a fan or if you don't know anything about Hamilton, whatever, you can just see the amount of work that goes into it, and I love it. So this for me was like top theme, although it was very close, tied with another deck we'll get to. But this is based off of Hamilton, the play, My Shot, which is part of one of the songs, and then she lists out every single character and how it matches up to the units she chose, and then she also broke it down by acts with like the theming that goes into it, which is so crazy amazing.
It follows the narrative. If you're familiar with Hamilton, the Broadway musical, she's found a card that sort of matches each general movement of the play. And so as you read the card titles, you're kind of going through the plot of Hamilton. The first song is all about how he grew up poor in the Caribbean and like found his way to America, and she's chosen Will to Survive to represent that. And then you get to the end of Act 2 where Hamilton dies, and she's chose like Close Combat, Air Is In, and then the last song of the show is a song about his wife protecting his legacy, and she's chosen Devotion. And it's like, it's so close to the spirit of the show. We're huge Hamilton fans in my household, so this got to vote for me. I think it's so cool. The thing that made me crack up is that she's cast every character as a card, and for the British King George, she's chosen Imperial Ninja. It's just a stroke of brilliance.
I listen to You'll Be Back a lot on Spotify, even though admittedly I did not enjoy the play, but I think that came down to the fact that 90% of it we just like we couldn't hear that well. Like we were close.
Well,
we had great seats,
it's also good old-fashioned nationalism, wouldn't you say?
That's true.
I mean, come on. Are you even allowed to like Hamilton?
This was like this was amazing. I appreciate all the effort. And Preemptive Shot, which is Crystal Archer's ability, was also part of it. Like
you have to reincarnate. That's why Xander's here, not only to play Hamilton, but you have to reincarnate Crystal Archer because you're not throwing away your shot.
Yeah, it's next level. And then we get to Abby's. This is I think the first submission by Abby in a JankFest.
It is, yeah. It's such a cool name. It makes me. So this is based off of a book series that she's a huge fan of, and it seems like she has put almost as much thought into it as Charlotte did with the Hamilton stuff. It's called Lyriel and the Disreputable Dog, and in this case, the disreputable dog is 3 copies of Summon Shadowhound, which I think is very fitting. I used to write that card off, and now every time I play against Shadowhound, I get my butt kicked by it, and I hate that card so much, and so I just like shudder every time I see 3 copies of Summon Shadowhound in a deck. And then she goes in a little bit about which characters are standing in for what and everything. And then she also has said that this is a deck that she's piloted and is like doing well. So this is something that I think she actually believes in as like a real deck. She's also got 3 copies of Dark Presence here, and this is a Rimia deck that is actually running Ancestral Army, so that's probably a good idea. This is super duper cool.
I don't know if that gives it a point or takes away a point over Ninja's list.
Insofar
as Jank is concerned, that's a tough call.
If she lost a point, she gains 1 for running Bound Soul and Reflections.
I was going to say, Reflections in the Water, that is immediately, that's bonus points right there. And Spectral Assassin, which is honestly not seen or used enough.
I love that card.
I love it too. Lately, I've been playing it more, and it's really cool with Ancestral and Hollow. So, this is neat. This has got a lot of stuff going on, and I appreciate that.
Yeah, great job, Abby.
We need a category. By the way, I was immediately annoyed when I had to vote for all of these things because they're like, first of all, people didn't submit them for every category, so having to choose for some of them when they weren't submitted for the category was really like, but why? And then we're missing a few categories, like funny, and I don't know what's after rookie. Like, what do you? Abby is not a rookie anymore, but her improvement has been insane, and we need a new category for like second, third year people. So I can also get in on it too, maybe.
Most improved player, comeback player of the year.
Yeah.
Well, I think we're all just everybody's such a like big hippie loving family around here that it's like you see something cool and you can't give everybody an award because that would be ridiculous. But you see a list like this and you're like, man, why don't we have a best Abby category? This needs to be honored and recognized somehow, but we don't have enough time in the show. Yeah, I totally get you, man. I wish that we could honor everybody. So moving down, Shadowfire is in the comments. He says that he wishes that he had elaborated a little bit more on this deck, but he's interested to see if we get it. So thanks for all the help there, Corey. Appreciate you. I have not seen Avatar: The Last Airbender. I sincerely hope one of you has.
I have not either.
I have not, and I told him when he submitted that because he showed me the deck early, and I was like, I know of like the cartoon. I never saw the movie, so that's about like I understand some of the pieces to this, but I don't understand the references in depth. So unfortunately, some of that is lost on me.
Well, Avatar fans out there, this one's for you. I totally have no idea. I know that they bend elements in the show, and there's all sorts of different elements in here. You've got the Crimson Bomber and Fire Archer and Glaciate and Healing and to Shadows, and so there's all sorts of really cool like elemental references in this. And then I know that Nick has said that Avatar was a big inspiration for him, specifically with the character of Auric. And so and that's something that I think Isaac had brought to the table as well. And so definitely the strength of the show is strong. I am just totally not in a position to catch some of the unique references. So next year, Corey, you need to write this stuff down. That way we can all share in your joy. But this looks really cool. It's got a ton of one-offs in it, which you see a lot of in JankFest. So yeah, I'm sure that Corey did a great job with this one. I just don't know the references in depth myself.
Yeah, there's like the three main characters and then all the benders of the different elements. So that's why you got the fire and the air and yeah.
I'm gonna shout out the Sun Sister in here. A pet card of mine that I haven't played for a while. I think Sun Sister was low key really good, and like people should play it more. Anyway, I'm sure she's like a light bender in this deck, but I think she's just awesome.
Yeah.
Anyhow. Although I think Ceremonial came out and they were like, it's cool to have wounds on your guys. Like, we don't need to heal those. People forgot about Sun Sister.
Yeah, but then Nature came out and everything was beefy and alterations that you want to like preserve round over round. So there's probably something out of Rin or whatever that like will keep them high enough life to give you a chance to heal them.
I think Chaos Theory's Gen Con deck had Sun Sister in it. I may be misremembering that. If it didn't, then it was something that he caught late and he was like, I wish that I had put Sun Sister in it. It was one of the two, I'm not sure. But yeah, I definitely think Rin is a fantastic place to mess with Sun Sister.
He loses a point though for not going full rainbow. So sorry, Shadow.
Oh, sorry, Shadow.
Not 7. You lose.
No charm dice for you.
Yeah.
One color short.
All right. Mine is yeah, I don't know what to say about this. It all is Shmeni's fault. He said on the last podcast that he wanted to see an ass treatment deck using Astria by me. So there we go. I did that, and then I think it was sometime earlier this week, maybe it was last week. Brankus had said I'm Dutch because there was some conversation. And I was already in the middle of making this. And so then naturally my thought just went to Goldmember, the Austin Powers movie, and just quotes there. So ash treatments A through G were a complete failure. It's definitely janky, but on the whole, feels good. And that's about it. That's as low immature comedy as I could come up with. But the deck itself uses a bunch of underused cards like Stormwind and Spectral Assassin and Puppeteer, because I think you mentioned German. That Puppeteer was underused, underplayed.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. And Psychic Vampire, obviously. So this is like a Millburn deck, and I just thought it was fun.
Dude,
and
love you're obsessed with Psychic Vampire.
I'm invested in it because I like mill decks, but yeah, in this deck I think is really good. It makes tough choices to swing into Astria, and then you just build up the burn and start milling them with. I put Magic Siphon mainly for you, Killer, because you love that card, and it pairs with Dream Fracture nicely. So there you go.
Yeah, I hear that like Astria is getting a lot of rep nowadays. I hear that Judgment is performing better than expected out in the wild. And the story of Judgment's development is really cool. I'm sure that Nick can take you even further on the journey, but for a long time in testing, it was a card called Balanced Fates. And we know that because there's the artist for Judgment posted it to their DeviantArt with that as the title, because that was the title for a very, very long time.
Where she has the two things.
Yeah, and so it was called Balanced Fates for a long time, and what it had to do with was comparing the number of creatures on each battlefield, and Astria got an advantage if you had more than she did, and that took many, many different forms, but what we found was we could not make it fun or engaging without making Blood Puppets and Admonishers complete NPE. And so we had to kind of like last second overhaul it into something, and we thought about what she needed, and then we wanted something that really reflected her status as a goddess, and we tested a few things, and then when Nick came up with Judgment, just the simplest text in the game, destroy all units, it clicked for everybody instantly and just really sold that goddess fantasy, and then we balanced it around a cost that we thought was pretty aggressive, and all of a sudden Astria is relevant again. And so that's one of the things that I've loved about seeing the new uniques get developed in the playtesting, is because there's Phoenixborn that kind of get forgotten, and you have an opportunity to completely change the landscape for them, and I think that's happening for Astria, and it's really cool. I can't stand her, have absolutely no desire to play her at all, but there are people out there who absolutely love this character, and it's so cool to see that they're getting to mess around with her in a different way. It's really awesome.
Yeah, well, I mean, obviously because we got a second one here, but I thought I saw Brian recently say he thought she was top tier now, or maybe it was just when I jumped in a game playing him versus Fred, and he mentioned that because he was playing a burn list.
That's a big statement.
Yeah, but who would have thought, you just create a card that is an unconditional wipe for basic cost, and there you go. Boom. Done.
Every card game I've ever played has had that unconditional board wipe as a card that is available, and it is always, always, always amazing.
Yep.
So it's I've played it just once now. I've every time I played Judgment, it was like a blowout good card. So yeah, it's gonna be real good. Unlike Augury, which is the best card ever created.
Yeah, well, you don't need the description. What you need to do is you need to open the Google Drive link and listen to the song. In Unpaid Intern number 2 is quickly coming close to the status where he needs to be paid because he's putting in the work. He nailed it.
Let's not get crazy.
It works hard, man.
He nailed the song. Yeah, it was great. And
it works hard. I can't fault him. He's gonna have his own album of Ash's songs pretty soon.
It's close to an EP, that's for sure. So
yeah.
What you tell us about this deck, Killer, because it's wild. It got so many ready spells. It's crazy.
Well, I usually come up with a Christmas theme song for JankFest, but since we were late, I figured I would wish everybody a happy new year with an Auld Lang Syne riff. But I mean, that's how it started, right? I was like, okay, what sounds like Auld Lang Syne, and then I'll build a deck that around it. But the idea is to play augury and either remember what I put in here. Either play stuff to wipe the tokens off of it so that I can start digging out frostbites. Is there frostbites in the deck, right?
Snake
or
bites.
snake bite? What?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or well, it was that's like what the song's about, where you can use road gardeners and title shifts and gates thrown open to wipe all the tokens off, and then you can go get books. But this is just like use it to go get judgment and then kill things.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good plan.
But you can also do there also are cards like Rose Gardener and Title Shift that can manipulate the amount of tokens on Augury to look for the things that you need.
That's really cool. So the way that you put these songs together is so nuts. Also, it strikes me that like several very JankFest things have already happened today. You just were like, you said, "What did I put in this thing?" And I was like, yeah, that's a JankFest sentence. And then also earlier in the chat, somebody was looking at the lists and they saw Carl's description on his deck, and they were like, "It's a Jericho where he's using it to go get books." And they're like, "Hey, how are you using Prepare to go get your extra Mindfog book when you don't have any time dice?" And his response was,
Yeah.
And I was like, that's JankFest right there. That's what that is.
So Matt in the chat just said that he was reading the song lyrics to the tune of "I like big butts and I cannot lie," and apparently that works.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that on stream. You can do that. I'm not doing that on stream, but sure, go for it.
I mean, I'm not gonna do it, but that's
I'm doing it in my head right now, and sadly, it is working fine.
Yeah,
I don't like that knowledge. Yeah, I'm cursed with this knowledge now.
Especially because it starts with "Should all your books be bottom decked?" Yeah. Well played. I also like that Charlotte's in chat, and she said he really hit the high notes. He gets better every year. Couldn't agree more. He's
taking piano lessons now because his music teacher said that he's going to be a good singer, so he should learn to do that. So he started doing it. So he's working at it.
I started playing the piano today.
Practice.
And I started with For Elise. It's hard. It's a tough one.
Yeah, I can't do it.
We got a keyboard, and it teaches you like how to play songs. Like it lights the keys up.
Okay.
Started doing that, and I was like, oh, okay. It wasn't for me. It was a gift for my daughter. But my wife and I have been playing mostly. All right, we got Killer's deck. So this one, it's the type of deck that's like, it's funny because you're gonna possibly, if you went hard, just burn yourself out. But also, I think there's legitimate power here. So Death by a Million.
Possibly. This is probably.
I mean, if you do exactly what you want to do, yeah, you're gonna slash 10 times and be done. But I think you could actually turn this into a legit like fast deck.
No, this is crazy. I've played a couple of Coles that are running like all time dice and just slamming cards and slashing left and right. And like, I don't know, I see why players like Matt and Charlotte get so attached to Cole and just love him so much, because Cole is one of those things where it's like the more you give, the more he gives back. Like the harder and stupider you play Cole, the more dangerous he gets. And I just think that that's fantastic. Like the secret to playing Cole is just not giving a hoot about anything. I love it.
The secret to playing against Cole is to play Celestial Knight or Root Armor. So this is why Matt's so good. He plays both sides of the field. He knows how to do it.
I did not put the duelists in here because I don't care about that for JankFest, but I did talk about that. So I wasn't going to submit a deck. I was just going to do, let unpaid intern number 2 submit the song. And then Charlotte and I played a game yesterday morning and then started talking about other stuff that she wanted to build and stuff that I was looking at. And she said, I should build a Shimmerwing Cole deck. And then I said, well, how many, now that there's another book, like, yet another book that draws a card when you activate it, like, how many times can you slash in the first round if you really wanted to? And I started counting and I got to 11, and I was like, that's that's a ridiculous amount of slashing, and now I have to build a janky deck about it.
Yeah, it's awesome. One,
it is really awesome.
3, 4, 5.
This can only do 10.
Okay.
This can only do 10 because I don't have the extra time power. Yeah, I wanted the ability to make an Eternity Flame in round 1, so I needed a 4th Charm die for that. But it did have 5 time dice previously, so you can draw 4 cards from Abundance, 2 from Ash Spirit, 2 from Shimmerwing, and then 2 from Wishing Wing. That's 10, and then you could have time powered the Wishing Wing previously to get to 11. But
wait,
and then you got things like Spectral into Swifty and just like that. Like, there's a lot of fun things here.
Yeah, then I just put everything else that drew cards in the deck and
some amplifies. I like it.
And amplify because I was like, well, how do I win? I'm like summoning 0 attack guys.
That's the wrong question.
Amplify.
When you're making jank, that's the wrong question.
Do you guys remember a player called Just Cam? Were you guys around when Cam was playing? He had that the Victoria just qualified for juicing deck where he tried to see how many times he could strengthen in round 1.
Yeah,
this reminds me a little bit of that.
I think you could do, or he did, like 3 strengthen punches or something like that. It was wild. Yeah. It's
that guy loves strengthen.
Just Cam runs our Canadian, or at least our Ontario sub, and so we get to meet up every now and then. But it's a shame he hasn't been around the community too much lately.
Yeah, I had heard that he died.
If they're not on stream, they're dead. Sorry, everyone. If you're not part of chat and you're not on stream, you're probably dead.
I'm sorry. What do you want from me? What conclusion am I supposed to reach as a natural born American if you're not on stream? You're probably dead. So
Shadow says he thinks it was 4 in 1 round, which is just bonkers. Yeah. All right, we got the longest title of.
Can I have the honor of reading this one?
Yeah, go for it.
Orthogonally diagonal, a punchy birdie burn deck or a control deck that can go aggro yet has no birds. I hope I said that at an appropriate cadence.
That was very good. You didn't trip up.
I really hope this wins best name. It reminds me of like a Fall Out Boy song title. Like it's really cool. And the deck itself is actually pretty punchy. He has played this deck to a 2-2 record. He is using Crypt Guardians and Dreamlock Mage to kind of like strike a balance and it looks like kind of lock you out of some things. And this is a reference to, like, we were talking about archetypes in Ashes for what felt like weeks at one point, and we, instead of calling decks control decks, we were calling them bird decks because for some reason a huge proportion of control cards in Ashes are just the bird summons, and so we were like, this deck is punchy, this deck is birdie, and like trying to come up with our own words for it. And this is a callback to that distressing time in our lives where we could not agree on what decks were.
In defensive,
that time ended. I think it's still going.
No, it hasn't. And in defense,
it's over.
And in alliance with Chaos Theory, we are no longer using Punchy Birdie anywhere. This deck is disqualified for using outdated terminology.
Well, I like it. I think it's really cool. You'll notice the deck list image is really small because I had to go so wide to get the whole name.
I like that he not only submitted the deck, but he's also played it at least 4 times to a 50-50 record and shows the changes. That is some commitment.
A 50-50 record in this tournament is Lord of the Jank territory.
It could very well be.
That's strong.
Normally, you're either 1-0 or 0-1, so well played. But is this our 3rd Astria deck? At least, right?
Yeah,
3rd.
Yeah,
at least 3.
Astria is she's both top tier and now she's potentially Lord of the Jank. All right. I don't want to cut out the title because this deck is dripping with theme. So River of Blood by Delementary, which glad to have him submit because I think it's his first submission.
Yeah.
This deck is really cool. I actually think it's probably like a decently strong deck as far as the synergies go, but I just love all the things that he added. So it's obviously a blood grim theme, but he's got the blood archers, the puppeteers, the living doll, small sacrifice, which the graphic of the card is cutting yourself, chant of transfusion, which is really cool, Phoenix Attendant, which sort of heals, but then blood brawl, blood chains. Like this whole thing is just really tied together, but then the cards actually work, I think, synergistically. Like I think you could pull it off. And I love his one quote here, which was, keep the blood flowing with the various cards, and then hose down any survivors with plain old water. I just think this was clever. Like this is a
Water
cool deck.
blood.
Yeah.
I love the one nature die that literally does nothing other than water blast.
Water blast. I love that too. I thought about that.
That's all you need in Aerodel, right?
Yeah.
You're always going to use it.
Yeah. I think it's interesting that he didn't include the new Aerodel unique. I cannot remember the name of that card. For the Rejuvenate.
She got one?
Yeah.
It has never seen play post like the first week of release.
Yeah,
I know.
Correct. But we're not going to debate Aerodel things here.
No.
I love me some Aerodel and some Rejuvenate.
Yeah.
Aerodel's terrible. She never wins. Killer can build decks all day that he can never win with. And Flora, I don't think, is in chat anymore, so she can't.
All right, dude. Have you heard of this tournament called Secret Santa? Ever hear that?
Yeah, I'm so sorry that I couldn't stream it or at least record it, but I had already promised.
There was
Shadow.
I think if that tournament is over, then a certain redhead may have went undefeated and won that tournament.
Potentially.
So
we'll never know.
You shut your filthy mouth that she doesn't win anything. Darn it!
Show me the video, the upload of it on.
It was
the
Ashes.
It was
on you.
Guys,
I didn't record it.
Show me Ashes Reborn channel upload.
Flora's spidey sense is surely tingling at this point. So if you don't want to tempt her wrath, we should probably avoid this. Oh my Jesus Christ, she is in chat.
She's like, oh no, I'm still here.
Oh yeah.
I just saw it. I told you. I freaking told you.
We'll get to her list because I really like her list too.
Yeah, I do too.
All right, so Super Ice, Crystal, Tsunami, Barrage.
We will fight you. She's right.
Fred. So this is the problem. Fred is the problem. I don't think
Fred
he got
is the problem.
Yeah, I don't think he got the memo. Fred is a rookie, and clearly he's been winning too hard, too often, that he just went all in with a good list. Fred, what are you doing? This is not jank.
Yeah.
This is just this is
is
a
just
bunch
good.
of frost cards, and just it's good. Like it's a competitive list with
you have
a
3
Gorn Rock
moles.
thrown in.
Yeah, to qualify. It's like putting on a mustache to be let into a party.
He comes in. Oh yeah, I'm totally janky.
I'm totally joking. No, 3 frostbites, 3 moltens, 3 tsunamis. Shut up, Fred. I hate you. So he says the whole point of this deck is to try to get a swing. I really love this. With magnified crystal archer, hunting weapons, and frost frog for a total of 4 ping damage and exhausting a 2 life unit.
Yeah.
It's like a combo deck that's looking to get just all this on attack, which is so cool. I think it's awesome.
But he just can't stay away from the Molten Golds. And
He's playing a Gorn Rock brawler.
Well, sure. But like one card does not
And
a
red
jank
flower.
make. Yeah, but the red flower actually makes sense in this deck with
I think so
everything else.
too.
With the 2 Realm Walkers, and then you got the frog and double down. This is, I think what he did was he took a list that he and I have been building, and he's like, I'm just gonna add 1 more dice type and a Gorn Rock. No one will know.
Now it's jank.
Now it's jank. They'll never see me coming.
No, I was my most famous like my claim to fame now is that I was Fred's first victim. And I feel very, very proud of that fact. I walked so that all of you could run. Just think about that the next time you lose to Fred. I started it, okay? So.
It's like a weird... My mind went somewhere else. It's a weird way of phrasing it. It's like...
Yeah.
I was his first victim. That's my claim to fame.
It is, yeah. Every time somebody loses to Fred, it's old news. I did it first. Thanks. Bye.
All right, moving on to Carl's timeless. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a second. Shadow said he finally saw it coming. Damn, Shadow. Congrats, bud.
Congratulations.
I think that's the first time that's ever happened.
It's a Christmas miracle.
Yeah. 2024, year of Shadow. All right. Well, I mean, I have finished, so I'm good now.
Guys, let me just stop for a second and appreciate how awesome it is that we can sit there and laugh about that.
I know.
Yeah.
And it's okay.
There was a point, he never made Vision jokes, I swear, until like a year ago. He just started going completely unhinged with it.
Until you opened your mouth.
Yeah,
on the street.
If you wanna go for it, we'll hop in with you.
We love Shadowfire here at the Jankyard. He's a friend of the show.
He is. Yeah. He was on an episode. We should be doing more YouTuber like subscribe things. Check out Shadow's episode. Community episode part 2. There you go. Flora. Speaking of, she was also on the show. There you go. Boom.
Ooh, yeah. Pure Fred Snyder. Oh man, yeah. So I love this Carl list, especially now that we've talked about it in chat a little bit, because he just very confidently in the first line of his description says that 2 mind fogs are part of his first 5. But again, he did not actually put in a time guide to be able to prepare.
Listen, he's got a 1 in 25 chance of drawing that mind fog out, right?
It's true. It's true.
Oh wait, no, hold on, I'm wrong. A 2 in 25 chance. That is 1 in 12 and a half times.
That's pretty good.
He will draw that book. And if that's not janky, I don't know what is.
It's a shame because he doesn't even have a generosity in here where he could also get some extra draw just to try and chance it or refresh one of the books. Carl, what are you doing, man? Oh, he's watching NFL. He's not even here.
He's watching football. That's what
watching football. Disqualified.
Disqualified. No, I actually, if he were to slot in one time tie in here, I actually think this would be a really strong list.
Yeah, it actually has a lot of, I think, in terms of synergy, the idea of Mindfog Owl plus Arrogance
Chimera Charmer.
And Chimera Charmer and Eternity Flame. Yeah, no, this is cool. And then you blink it. Yeah.
Shiverwing is maybe my favorite archetype to come out of Blight of Neverland.
It's so cool. That was the first deck that you built in testing, isn't that right, Frank?
It was like the only deck that I built in testing, to be fair. but yes, it was. I am the worst playtester in the history of Ashes.
This is why Judgment was allowed to be created. Where were you, Mr. Lorcana?
I was not.
You were complaining months ago.
With Shimmerwing. I was playing with flamingos in the corner, dude. So.
Yeah, and doing that, yeah.
Oh boy! All right, let's get on to
really, really cool.
The man of the hour, and the artist of the year. Taylor Swift presents the Eras Tour by German. Let's go. Let's hear it.
Yeah.
Wait, actually, no. Before we do it, okay. Let's just Eras Tour. JankFest 2024. This isn't even submitted for this year because if I recall, the top of the article says JankFest 2023. This doesn't count for this year's submission.
No, this is actually next year. I'm way ahead of you guys. This is next year's submission. No, I've been getting. This is JankFest 2023 because it has to be because we didn't do it. The last one was 2022, but I've also been writing 2023 on all of my graphic design materials by mistake for a solid week now, and I keep getting it corrected by my editors, and so I've like mentally drilled in myself that 2023 is 2024, and so I just keep screwing it up. I've got it right in some places and wrong in others. We're not going to dwell on that anymore. This sucks. So yes, this is in fact this year's JankFest list for me. Listen, let me tell you about my American white person struggle, okay? My wife and I share one Spotify account. And so at the end of the year, I don't get to say to all my cool friends, look at all the cool music that I listened to this year, because it's diluted with frickin' Mickey Mouse Jingle Bells and Taylor Swift, okay? I got a wife, I got a baby, we're on one Spotify, that's how I'm living, okay? So this was the year of Taylor Swift for me as well. I actually genuinely love Taylor Swift. She's an American icon, and you're wrong if you don't agree with me. So Taylor Swift presents the Eras Tour. This is entirely built off of the back of the Nameen Eras End combo, and Eras.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay,
y'all like that shit?
I don't. I'm not yet a Swiftie, but this past year, we were at the cottage and with my wife's friend, we're sitting down. I was like, okay, you gotta like. There's in the Team Covenant channel, there was this whole thread on intro to Taylor Swift, and so I was like, here's what the thread has said. Get me into it. And she took it so seriously. She was like, okay. She took like an hour. She filtered down all the list. She had like a quiz for me in terms of like my preferences of things. And then she came down with like a list of 10 songs that I listened to. And granted, she got me into it. And then the Spotify thing comes around year end. And when you know it, Taylor Swift cracked into the top 5, maybe even top 3. Alongside like Muse and I don't even remember Eminem, and it was like a complete like.
How did that happen? Yeah.
If we were using a family account, there would have been like Blues Clues and Encanto and Gabby's Dollhouse music on there, but yeah. So she cracked it, and then I got one of those like little things. It was like Taylor Swift saying, "Thank you so much for making me Artist of the Year" or whatever, and it was this like cute little whatever video. But yeah, so you know, now I'm on board.
You did that.
Flora's probably happy. She's number
no,
one.
I am. This deck actually works. So Era's End costs 1 die. And then all of these allies cost 1 die as well. And so you've got plenty of fuel to use Shared Sorrow to get Era's End out of the discard pile. And then obviously you have full play sets of Shared Sorrow, Encore, and Era's End. So hopefully you can get that happening as much as possible. You've got maximum Blood Puppet with 3 books and 3 copies of Puppeteer, and then a little bit of extra burn to finish off with Ruin Dweller and the Final Cry and Sympathy Pain. So I think in theory this deck works. I also had I was playing around with it with Molten in it as well, but it was just too many dice types, and I really needed the Shared Sorrow to kind of keep the theme going. And so I was really going to have to pick between like Encore Molten Gold and the Shared Sorrow Era's End direction, and I decided to go for the more thematic direction. And so I do think this deck works. And then in the description, I've got a bunch of little Taylor Swift song references. So it's the year of Taylor. I had to throw my hat in the ring. And also, I have a confession to make to everybody, which is that I know that I organized this event, but none of you vote for me in these stupid awards, and I've been very proud of my decks all 3 years. And so I ask you, Ash's community, why don't you think my jokes are funny? I think I'm funny, and isn't that the bar?
I'll give you a reason. I'll give you 2 reasons. One, right. As I mentioned already, there's no funny category. Complete miss, Mr. Organizer. Right. Complete miss. There's no funny.
You're right.
2, right. You did not submit for any other categories, I think, than like the best name or lore. It was like 1 category, and I wanted to vote for you for like synergy, and it wasn't there. So you did yourself dirty.
I did, yeah. And I deserve it. So,
for you.
Thank you, Flora.
So, You've got
My
it.
girl. Thank you. Speaking of Flora, she has the final and most important deck of the evening. Just recently, we got to kind of all celebrate from afar with our good friend Flora as she got married on January the 8th. And obviously, she's been so busy with all the things that go into that she forgot to send in her deck. And so we were able to get it in here at the last minute. But the deck is named after her wedding date, and she's got all of her, all the people who helped for that cast. And she's committed so hard to the theme that I believe this deck is unplayable. So great job for really understanding the assignment, Flora. I don't think that she can play all the cards in this deck with the dice that she has, because instead the dice are representing the colors, the color scheme of her wedding. And so literally full 100% commitment to the theme, which is exactly what we're about on JankFest. I think this deck is so awesome. And how could it be anybody but Aradel for our dear friend Flora, the biggest Aradel fan we have? So I just think this deck is tops because it reminds me that our good friend Flora got married. So I'm really glad we were able to squeeze this one in.
Yeah. Aside from the date format not making any sense, because who the heck puts month, day, year?
Stupid.
Like, no, just all wrong. She played the heartstrings, included, like you said, no time dice, no illusion dice. So you can't play 5 or 6 of the cards. But it's actually nice because we weren't there. And so if you actually read the description, it's really, it's just really cute because I can envision the wedding, which I really liked. And yeah, totally on point. So this was a really nice deck. Unplayable, but nonetheless, congratulations. Yeah,
congratulations. This is excellent.
Playing on the heartstrings for the votes, pandering for the audience doesn't count.
Total pandering. Oh, the Frozen Crown is the headpiece. My favorite, it was mentioned in chat earlier, but my favorite thematic touch is she's used Biter and Creeper as the bouquets.
Yeah.
Just because they're plants.
Yeah.
It's too good. Well, that wraps it up. That's all of our Jank decks this year. I was a little nervous about this about a week ago because the submissions were coming in a little slower than they normally do. I think it's just because we waited, and it's a busy time of year for everybody as everybody gets back into the swing of things. But the collection of decks that we ended up with were really, really awesome. And so it's yet another year where the Ashes community just totally delivers. So I just think... Oh, Flora says the funniest thing is that my wife is one of the unplayable cards. That's awesome. So...
all right, so I remember last year there was or maybe I'm misremembering, but it felt like we took 2 hours just to get through the deck lists. I want to see some games. I want to see these in action. So
let's do it.
Who's gonna do it?
I'm going.
Who's going?
Screw you, Matt Bowers. I'm gonna play your stupid game.
Challenge. Challenge is on. All right. So
there are currently no games in progress.
There are no games. The challenge.
Stupid.
Come on, Matt Bowers.
I did see Under Rug Swept had a game up for a while, and then I guess he decided that he didn't want to catch the smoke, so he's out.
But wait, okay. We need to set some parameters. Are you actually playing him on his terms in Blitz mode?
Hell yeah!
All right, I want to see this then. Okay, let's do it.
Choose whatever Blitz time limit you want.
Well, we're on stream. We don't want to take too long.
Dealer's choice. Oh,
Ninja Dance Mat.
Under Rug. He's been waiting.
Oh no!
He's been waiting. Okay, that's fine. We'll jump between the games. That's okay. And yeah, but prime time is
I'm
Matt versus German.
Yeah, we're gonna start there.
Okay.
And it's gonna be a 2-minute blitz timer, right? So we can get it over anyway.
Can German think that fast?
Just
I don't know.
Minutes.
Even without Matt's deck?
I'm gonna go. I need another drink for this. I'll be right back.
I'm just drinking water now. I think the sun has hit my cheeks too much here in my dark office. So, yeah, I'm all on the water and the chocolate chip cookies. That is the solution. In case you
Under Rug Swept, you poor bastard. He in the chat in the lobby. He goes, "Wait, is this JankFest?"
Oh, come on, man. No, don't leave. No.
He doesn't know.
No.
I was really looking forward to like Under Rug Sweat just playing Ashes and having to be like, what?
And then he's just like, doo. Here's my jank deck. Come on. I stayed up to 4 a.m. for this. Yeah, come on. Somebody play him.
Dude,
where is everyone?
Under Rug Sweat is gonna catch this stream later and be like, oh no. I harshed the vibe. Matt, where's this game? Let's go.
I think he said you created. Let's not go crazy. 15 minutes or 20 minutes? 15 is like what the tournaments were.
What's the actual blitz timer? Is it 15?
15. Yeah, and then I think in Top Cut it went to 13, and the finals was 12 minutes. But that's crazy.
Wait. Yeah, so finals.
Finals? All right, 12 minutes. So 12 minutes. There you go. He's setting it.
12 freaking minutes. Let's go.
All right.
Under Red Sweat says, is there an adjective for the feeling you get when you're chilling on your bed and discover that you're being live streamed?
Yeah. All right. Flora's going to play that game, which is awesome. And
wait, with her unplayable? You know what? I'm going to let it happen.
Yeah, you got to let it all happen. Let it all play out. Okay. Main event, guys. You're back? Okay.
I'm back. I went into my bar refrigerator to get what I thought was going to be a Christmas ale, and I didn't have any of those. So I grabbed an Arnold Palmer.
Old Arnie Palmy.
Half and half iced tea and lemonade, and then I dumped some Captain Morgan in it. So it is now a John Daly.
All right. What's that?
Although I don't know if that's actually how you make a John Daly.
It's the other guys. I was trying to think where I knew who wants an Arnie Palmy.
Arnie Palmy.
Who wants an Arnie Palmy? All right.
Here we go. We've got
this is it.
Buzzer beater versus Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
I am clicking so freaking fast. Okay.
This is gonna be great. I don't even know how to commentate the errors that are gonna pop out. Okay. Everyone
No, okay. Turn 1, Matt Powers.
Plays abundance.
Go.
Yeah. Abundance.
Blood Puppet, go.
No thinking. Just play your books.
Weeping Spirit book is out.
If he gets it focused,
there's the Admonisher.
All right. Here we go.
Yeah. Under Rug Swept left the game. He's like, I can't handle this crap. there's a blood puppet on the board.
There we go. Done.
Choose number of cards to draw too.
I mean, he doesn't have self-sack, does he? I don't remember the list. I'm not gonna switch over. It's too complicated.
I don't know.
People. Oh my god.
Okay, there's a puppeteer.
I hate every second of this.
Come on, chat. Where are the votes?
Don't blood puppet me, you asshole. Stop it.
It's a weeping spirit.
It's a weeping spirit. Yeah, it's not.
Oh, right.
You're playing yourself.
Congratulations.
Wait, is Matt still in chat? Who cares? Take the votes.
Away.
Votes. Who's winning?
Weeping Spirit is gone. Druid's it back. We're going double Weeping Spirit. So this is I love that Abundance and Weeping Spirit, it's like just doesn't even work together. But
yeah.
We're doing it anyway.
This is gonna be super Okay, so German's looking at 1, 2,
oh god,
2 burn, and then +3 for the blood puppet, and he's already clogged. What are we?
Generosity.
Turn 9, already clogged.
Yeah, shit. I'll draw. That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I can watch this Fast and Furious game.
Oh yeah, I love this.
Everything. More vision jokes from Shadowfire.
Yeah, Shadowfire.
Yes, techie chat. Love it. There's Era's End. Yeah.
All right.
Okay, the first Era's End is up.
Fire it off.
We got it.
Era's End damages herself.
But he did more. He got 3 damage, so that's fine. He evened up the life totals.
There goes German's clock. Oh.
But yeah, you're not going to be able
until we kill the Knights on Cricket. That's right.
Help me, Jesus. Okay.
Knights on Cricket, maybe into Dweller. What are we going to see?
Era's End again. Yeah, that's what you do.
Yeah.
Yeah, just sit there. Pass. Oh, you can
Pass,
shut
pass?
off his ability, but it doesn't
You're gonna
matter. The Finch
pass
is already
into me?
down.
Shut off his abilities.
Shut off his
You're gonna-
shut him off for next round.
You're gonna pass into me? Yeah. Let's call me Melody.
Hey, Carl.
Yes.
Nice
let's
of you to
cross
show,
with
bud.
Phoenixborn. And let's end the round.
That doesn't do anything. What?
Carl is dropping the exciting Lions match. I think that's the one that's on tonight. To watch Matt Bowers play German. This is the real wild card round.
German's already a minute down in time.
Hey, Dell's in the chat. Dell, we liked your deck.
Oh, it's here. Yeah.
Oh, by the way, guys. Well, I guess it doesn't matter now. It's 11:18. Whoops, missed. But voting closed in theory.
No, it'll still be open until we do the thing.
Until German can actually tally the votes. Everyone vote. All right. These cookies, by the way, are so good. I don't remember how many there were, but like this was a whole tub filled with cookies, and I've just been eating them for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Lions against the Rams. That's right. All right. This is wild. Like, what are you gonna do? You
German
can't
doesn't
block.
care that Matt only has one battlefield spot left to put a blood puppet in. He's like, nope, I'm getting Arizan back. I like it.
Man, this is like, I don't even know how you play this without a blitz timer.
You can't commentate on this. Look at all the crickets.
Have you ever seen
there
three
goes
crickets?
Arizan is removed from the game.
Oh, no! He got it with the Weeping Spirit.
The Night Song.
Or no, the Night Song Cricket. Because Focus Weeping Spirit also removes a card, right?
Yes, they both do.
Oh my god. Oh, this is... I mean, granted, German's doing the burn. He's doing the burn. He's up to 9 damage. He's only got to do 10 more. He blocks the Admonisher. Why?
Why? Because he's got more air.
There it is. Beautiful.
Burn for 4.
Burn, baby. That was beautiful. Nice.
Feed me cards. Feed me cards, buddy.
Play another shared sorrow.
If he plays, well, no, he's already drawn 2. He's got 6 cards, so he's got to draw on one of the other Abundance or Weeping Spirit at this point. Oh, there goes the other puppet.
There goes another puppet book. Straight pass. Why not?
This is amazing. Both clogged. 2 non-blockers on German side, but Matt's down to 4. Final cry. Ooh, spicy. Look at this go. Taylor Swift is killing it.
I did not expect this to go this well.
Yeah. The fact that you've landed 3 Air's End in what are we, turn 7 of round 2? It's insane.
Maybe Matt will pick the Weeping Spirits to exhaust.
Taylor's choice. Oh, what?
Oh, yeah.
I didn't understand that at all.
Wait. Oh, yeah. 7 minutes. It's working, but German's too fast. That's the issue. This man is a veteran of the game, a play tester. He knows how to move in and out.
Well, here's the problem.
I do.
When you're playing janky decks, you could just burn. You don't have to think, you know?
Well, if your deck is a burn deck, yeah, you don't have to think. If it was a swing deck, I think you're basically screwed.
Swing decks are stupid.
Quote of the night. Swing decks are stupid.
They are. Boring, and I hate them.
The core part of the game, dumb.
Yep.
Yeah. Except now that, like, well, I can't say Mill has gotten any more support, but are you milled out? Are you all done with your turbo? Anguish.
Look at German's timer go down.
The worst is when you're like, wait, it's my turn to decide something? Oh my god. This is GG if the turn ends, right? Blood Puppet and
After-
Dweller.
Yeah.
Yeah, just gotta end it.
And Admonisher, too. Oh, he's going to start killing the Blood Puppet.
Okay, just pass. Just
Then
pass.
gave him the dice. Why did you give him the dice? And take 2 more damage.
Hollow. Okay.
Hello.
He's got to. No, he still can't do it. Still can't do it. Yeah, he swings.
Survive.
That does
barely
one.
survive.
Does
Oh,
one.
no, it's not. That does a damage. So, Matt, the game's over.
No, it just does one. But
Admonisher.
there's
I've got it.
Admonisher.
Yeah,
Yeah, the Admonisher.
yeah.
Yeah. Because he can't kill it. There's nothing, right? Whoops. Should have hit the Admonisher. GG. Yep. Go fast. Outplayed himself.
That was excellent. That was,
okay.
what, a 6-minute game? I like it.
Are you not entertained? GG, man.
That was good.
GG. That's some of the most fun I've ever had with this
Nominee
game.
gets a win on JankFest Sunday. That is outstanding.
That is outstanding. Not only that, but with Admonishers and Blood Puppets. That is just
great.
Beautiful. This was peak.
I just jumped into Ninja versus Flora, and the first thing I see in the chat is Ninja Dance Bad saying, "Your wedding is more violent than I expected."
All right, let's pop.
You actually come watch this there.
All right, let's jump out of this.
Pop
I wanna go
out
see what's going on
and
right
over to
Nice goal. And a whole mess
8 minutes.
of wedding you.
Oh my Jesus Christ!
Holy Jesus!
Flora,
Wow,
what are you doing?
this is that is a beefy ice golem. All right. So
Not
just
sure
catching
what
up
I
on
expected.
chat quickly. So Dell's been here the whole time. Shmeny asking if they're are they very special cookies? No, they're not special cookies, but they're delicious. Yeah, Corey, aka Shadow, we did send you those cookies last year. That was good. Oxiridor saying those were fun votes to do without knowing anything about the decks. Oh man, you missed the stream. You missed the coverage of those decks.
For it.
Go back and rewatch. Shmany says I can hear Killer twirling his mustache. And then Matt jumping in saying I wanted to remove Air's End, but the default on Ashteki doesn't spend the sympathy power. Oh, so I summoned a cricket without removing it. Whoops.
Yeah, that probably was the difference maker right there, because the battlefield was starting to turn around.
It was.
In whatever constitutes the battlefield turning around on JankFest night. You know what I mean? Like,
you played yourself, fool.
I was kind of wondering if Flora was going to do a full swing here. She has so much beef on the board.
Yeah, that's a lot of beef.
It's what's for dinner. That was really fun, Matt. Thank you for that. I will say, I was trying. Your deck did what it was supposed to do, because I was trying to go fast, and I was trying to like think through what I would do, and then a prompt would pop up, and I would be like, "Rrr!"
What are you doing, Ninja? Killed the Tamer, not the Holy Knight. Boo. What is? Why didn't you kill the Tamer? Tamer's way more annoying of a unit. Alert with
so
crystal
too.
armor.
Yeah, Tamer's one of the most underrated units in the entire game. I feel like people like him. Don't get me wrong, but he's genuinely one of the best allies in Ashes, and I don't feel like his play rate really reflects that.
Beast Tamer. Well, maybe it's just me, but I have been shouting or praising him since like Shuffle Bus days, because Neil always was like, "Oh, the double cost is like not good." It's like, nah, he's like one of the best units. Even if you're only playing 2 or 3 charm, like ignoring all the new stuff, he's worth it. He's just so good.
He's crazy. He's really, really good. Tim's in danger.
But you need the Ralph Wiggums. I'm in danger. Yeah.
Oh, the bouquet is here.
Fred says it's not underrated, but Charm wasn't played enough. No. It was literally underrated, Fred. Like, it was like somewhat being trash talked because of the double class cost back in the day, a couple of years ago. It's super good, super valid. Um. Oh no, he would have. I'm a Muppet. Ninjas. What? You Muppet. Hey, what? You would have died, you Muppet. You're the Muppet. Yeah, what are you talking? Math, man. Come on.
Hey, if you
Granted,
are
it's
watching
4
this
a.m.
stream and you have not voted for JankFest, let's go ahead and pop the ballot into the chat. I'll go ahead and do that. And again, please go vote if you haven't voted, because after this Flora game, we are probably going to wrap up the voting and start presenting our awards and wrapping up the night. It's been a great evening already. So just keep that in mind. If you have not voted, go ahead and make that happen for us with the link in the chat. We would love everybody to vote. Oh, I believe this is Flora's DJ, this enchanted violinist.
Yep, that's the DJ. DJ Khaled.
Another one.
If she dropped another one, that would be amazing.
Another one. Here's the famed River Scald combo. It will not be enough for you, Tim.
It's not going to do anything.
It's the Red Wedding, sadly. You just didn't know it. He says, I took out that violinist with that special combo. That feel good?
Oh god, I'm in stereo on the stream because Killer dropped. I mean, shut that one off.
Killer, is he okay?
Yeah, but you dropped though, so whoop, there we go. It should not have been on. It was on twice. Somebody come face me in a blitz game, jank people. Okay, well, like I got a job to do here. I got to entertain, or at least provide coverage and keep the technology running. Someone else. I'll jump into the game after this one, which seems to be going downhill for Ninja real quick, but you know. Hey, look at that. He figured out the math. Wallet plus River Scalds. Could have had it. Boom.
But Flora guards.
Yep.
She's attached to her beast tamer. What is the beast tamer?
The people who watch the dogs.
The people who watch the dog. Yeah, I mean those are absolutely critical.
Yeah. Gotta take care of the animals. Somebody's saying something in chat. No one can hear me? No, you're not even on. Oh, you are in. You joined back. I can't hear you. Killer. If you're listening to me.
Yeah, I can't hear you either, Frank.
That was supposed to be the word. Nope. All right. Back to serious coverage here. Oh, what? Embrace. Huh. I think I missed that in the list. I know there was like devotion. Oh, it was the last 3 or whatever because it was all about the obvious
she's got
love.
3 copies of Embrace because of course she does.
Because of course, yeah. Why wouldn't you? Yeah, you gotta. That's clever. Look at that. Embrace. Why? So you don't take any damage. You can kill this stupid Scald. I forget. Can you put molten gold, or is it wounds or damage? After any player is dealt damage. So you can embrace yourself, and then if you had molten golds, you could still win. That's kind of cool.
That's stupid.
That is stupid. It's already a stupid card, but that's kind of cool. All right, there you go. Embrace. I did draw a few unplayable cards. Oh, yeah. Abundance, Darkwater. What was the other one? Was it? I can hop over quickly.
She can't play Abundance. She can't play Darkwater Hunter. She can't play...
Crystal. No, she can play Crystal Armor because it's got the double cost.
She can play Devotion. Yeah. So it's just Darkwater Hunter.
Yeah, okay.
It's fine.
You're fine. Everything's fine. Matt Power says, easy to dump molten gold on someone's head when you're embracing them, I guess. Yeah. That's the logic right there.
The theme.
Biter.
And Casey, we still can't hear you.
No. If he's nowhere. Do I have to put him back? No, I'm still in stereo. I'd have to fix this whole dang thing.
Stupid tech.
That's what happens. I mean, yeah, if I heard him, then I could like rearrange things, but watching too much Ashes right now. Okay, so we've got...
Yeah, no, I seriously didn't register Flora's deck as being capable of this much aggression.
Yeah, but at the same time, Ninja has turned it around. I mean, he could easily threaten lethal. She can't take that scary ice golem to face anymore.
She's got a wall-up iron golem staring her down.
And the dark presence makes it what, terrifying 1? So yeah. So this goes back to how epic of failure not killing the Beast Hammer was, because if that thing wasn't there, you're in a much better position. Biter, though, is hilarious. The fact that it's defending, the fact that Biter is in the game and it's defending against Ice Golem, this is also pure jank. This is good stuff.
Pure JankFest. Well, the other thing is that, like, in a list that is really dependent upon terrifying bypass as its win con, Biter is a real pain in the backside. Like, you got to get up to terrifying 3 to get around that guy. It's terrible. So
Ninja should have been playing Ice Trap. All right, we've got Frostback Bear attacking the Hatchling. Okay, interesting. Feels like a very Brian-esque move here. Oh, defends it with the Biter.
You have to wonder how good of a player you are for somebody to just cite your name every time somebody makes a smart seeming attack. Like,
yeah.
Oh, this guy did a good attack. Total Brian thing to do.
Pulled a Carl, pulled a Brian. Yeah. So yeah, but that was. Oh man, this game is. Oh no, we're still good on stream. Although you went, because Frank's not on, you went to like zoom mode. I'm not gonna fix it. You're fine. Your face is in the... This guy won attorney. Such a Brian. Carl, does she have Molten? I don't think so. This isn't Fred's list here. This is a proper Aerodel.
Do you think that she was like pouring molten gold on our wedding guests' heads? No, of course not. No, she would never do that.
Different show, different time.
She will destroy you with Holy Knights and upgraded Beast Tamers, but other than that,
I mean, what do you do though? If you lose that Tamer, she's in a rough spot. At the same time, what is like 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, okay. Oh, Beast Mage. Ooh.
Beast Mage.
But it's on his turn, so it kind of sucks right now.
Right.
Hey! Okay.
Hey.
Now I gotta do tech.
The way it's gonna have to be done.
Oh god, now I gotta do technology here. Let's see if I can figure this out.
Sorry, man. Messed everything up, but I thought you would rather do a little bit more work to have me back.
I mean, that is true. I always want you back.
Actually, in person. Who's playing Matt? Someone go play Matt.
Yeah, I know, because I would jump over to that game too. Boop. How do I reset the transform?
This is a very interesting spot here, because I feel like it's arguable that the Embrace is actively working against Flora.
I think that's true. That's why that's a bad card.
Yeah. We talk about that. All right.
There's another reason that Embrace is a bad card.
Another reason? What's the other reason?
There's another reason. I don't understand why that card has no background. It looks unfinished to me. Like, I just want Rin and Mayoni to be like against something. The fact that it's stark white drives me nuts in a way that I can't explain. The only thing that I can like kind of get to is that it's like a vision that one or both of them are having, but still, if they just put some sort of background on there, it looks like it's unfinished to me for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah. I get the idea of it. Like, it's supposed to be some sort of blissful, like, moment. You know, like if in a movie the lights would go really high, so it would just be a whiteout in the back. But I don't know. It's a bad card, and we don't need to see it that often. So there you go. All right. What am I missing in chat here? Let's see. Carl says, Fred just getting wrecked for making a good deck. Yeah, come on, Fred. Jank Tristan deck last year didn't even run Tsunami Shot. I think, Carl, you're becoming a stereotype here. You got to be able to actually run the uniques and abilities of the card or the PB you're choosing.
Stop everything you're thinking and doing. There is a Rose Gardener with a frozen crown currently on the field.
We did it, everybody.
And that needs acknowledged.
Through the power of community. We did it.
This is peak.
Everything has been accomplished that needed to be accomplished tonight.
We can sign off, everybody.
I was going to say someone screenshot it, but we don't need to do that. I'm just waiting for another German moment to screenshot.
No! He
it's gone. No!
Dude, listen.
This is solid.
I don't want to say anything too controversial here. I don't want to step on any toes, but I don't think Frozen Crown's very good.
That's a spicy take.
Yeah, I don't know if I can agree with that. It just gave me more enjoyment than I've gotten out of an Ashes game in a long time.
I love this.
They should have sent a poet.
This is
Remy ability. Here comes a River Scald. Get ready.
Uh-oh.
I love the fact that Flora was what? She was up 10 extra life at one point, and Ramia's just sitting there with one ice golem and is managing to keep this above board.
Hey,
Aaron,
give her a hug.
Discards Frozen Crown. 3 damage. On a herder. On a herder.
What have I wrong?
Oh God.
This is the game of Frozen Crown. It's having its day.
It is. Now
Undying art.
Carl said he would play Matt, but he thinks he would lose. But I want to see it. I want to see that Jericho arrogance deck versus Matt. Let's see it.
Oh, did you see my game against Matt? That was some wild stuff.
You guys did that in 10 minutes, right? You had a 12-minute clock, and you were both at about 7 minutes left. It was a 10-minute game of Ashes. That's intense.
If this game wraps up and no one's joined, I'll play him.
All right. We'll
I would love that.
Yeah. I'm actually curious. This is interesting because, wait, what's the Terrifying? Is it Terrifying 2 or Terrifying 3?
I believe it's 2.
Yeah, it's Terrifying 1, Transform 2. So that makes Dark Presence would give it
3.
Terrifying.
No, it's Terrifying 3.
What?
It's 3.
Yeah, the Transform. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. The Transform. Oh man.
Yeah, so Dark Presence makes it Terrifying 4.
His Tamer can swing in, but he can't do it right now because he's being hugged by Aerodel.
Yeah. That's so stupid and great. Oh my God, this is...
They're just gonna stand there until one of them.
Fatigue could do a thing. Actually, that's hilarious.
Dude, embrace the meta. Embrace the meta.
If Ninja purposely goes to fatigue, he'll take a damage which removes embrace, and then he could swing. Oh, but then he won't have terrifying on the beast mage anymore. Oh, but it's a massive. Oh, this is.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Dude, I'm going to build a nominee deck that does nothing but recur and replay embrace and molten gold. That's what I'm going.
It's so stupid that would work. You got to include vanish just so that you could avoid any individual like pings or whatever.
And like redirect.
Yeah,
like
vanish and redirect.
Won't trigger embrace.
That's amazing. Do that. 3 redirects, 3 vanishes, 3 moltens, and 3 embrace. That's your starting point.
Embrace and encore.
And encore. Yeah.
And memorialize to get it back. And
guys, deep in like a science facility somewhere in the middle of America, in a cryogenic tube, Monk's eyes just flew open.
Man, we need Monk back. God damn.
We do.
We do need it.
Fatigue does not trigger embrace because it has to be an attack spell ability or a dice power. Oh man, this game is a lock.
So you can win by that. Dude, embrace is the meta.
This is so
Lock's tight.
We're witnessing history right now.
This is hilarious and so stupid. Oh wait, does he not have? Yeah, no, you can still do terrifying. Oh wait, what? Can take his manual back. Yeah.
Wants his side action back. Ninja does not have a unit on the board with less than 4 attack. And
swing it all. I love it. Just go for it.
Okay, so we just block everything except the Beast Tamer. He
said wee.
And then the hug goes away.
Yeah, whatever the first damage, yeah.
I am entirely too fatigued right now to think about how you have to block this, so I don't envy Flora. Flora has to block very specifically, and then the attacks have to be resolved very specifically, or this will end up being a train wreck.
The Beast Mage cannot get blocked. So
Beast Mage can't get blocked, but look how beefy the Tamer is. So like she doesn't worry about that at all.
Yeah. Block the Ice Golem with the Beast Tamer, and the Biter blocks the Bear. And then
then Beast Mage fizzles. Yeah.
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 Yeah, that's what's gonna happen.
Since they're both listening to the stream and responding, we're just giving them the answers to how to play this out. Yeah. Let the mage soak the embrace.
Here's what I would do.
Yeah.
The team that scores more points is going to win.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is comical. And then the unfortunately the bear is going to die.
Yep.
But not that ice golem.
No, but the Beast Tamer is still alive and awake.
Yeah. And is going to heal all the damage because it's buffed like crazy.
Got crystal armor and undying heart. So thing has recover 3.
Cover 3, root armor 1, and tame 1. You can't kill this thing. You need you can with Fester, but not in this game. Oh,
that embrace was excellent.
That embrace was that is insane.
It just healed 4.
Basically, yeah. Then the Tamer smacks Remy, yeah, but didn't kill that. Oh yeah, he defended it. Okay.
Yeah, the guard.
How many frostbites are in the discard pile? Just one.
Yeah, now Frostbite, because the Embrace is gone, can use it.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't open the draw or the discard piles. Sorry, people. I'm not on my stream game tonight. Why isn't this working? Wait.
Ninja goes
Why
though.
is
Well, but the Beast Tamer's gonna lose the Beast Mage is gonna lose the big terrifying.
Oh, my god.
I think my computer's like dying with the amount of action that's going on here. I can't even open up these discard piles.
People are River Skulls are yeeting frozen crowns at people. The computer just
Here we go.
fine.
Oh, look at that. Massive growth Beast Mage.
Massive Beast Mage, yeah.
Still does nothing.
No.
I mean,
Beast
it's still got Terrifying 1. So right now, the only thing that can block it is the Beast Tamer. The Hatchling doesn't. So you can still get 5.
He can Dark Presence it to go Terrifying 2.
Just doesn't do anything.
Yeah, but then if he his Dark Presence, you can reduce attack value by 1 as well.
Oh, right. I always forget that. No, that's only focused.
Yeah, you need to focus. You need to focus. Under Rug Swept came in and then left again immediately. He was like, this is still crap that
It's that Community meme where
Yeah.
Troy opens the door and everything's on fire.
Oh, there's a wedding attendant.
There we go.
I don't think we've had a JankFest thus far that had a victim, but this year, Under Rug Swept was a
Yeah.
victim of Jank.
0 attack dog. Just for a
Yeah, Mirror
blocker.
Spirit being
Oh no, he's back.
played.
Great. Under Rug, you're back. I hope you're listening.
There we go.
Right. Yes, he's it. Well played, sir.
Well played.
Well played. That was outstanding.
Yeah.
Our
Well played.
regards to the land down under.
Yes, sir.
All right.
I have to play him in Phoenix League tomorrow. I'm gonna have a hearty laugh with him about this.
I gotta play Kip again. Kip was the reason I quit Ashes for the last month.
Oh yeah.
Just kidding. He's
And
not.
Kip-
He's not the reason.
That guy was,
It's actually
that
Matt
guy was
Bowers.
smacky.
It's
Enjoy
Matt
having your
Bowers.
deck. Enjoy having your deck discarded.
Oh, is that what he's on? Give me the deets so I can beat him.
I don't know. Kip just play. I don't know what. He just seems like he's always playing some crazy fatigue garbage like
Oh,
me.
No, he smacked me with the Realm Walker like
Oh yeah, you
Master
did,
Open, like 12, 13 damage in round 1.
yeah. When I see him, he's usually playing Leo degenerate crap. It looks just like what.
Leo's good. I might have to veer away from my 3 decks from Shimoda Pro. Play something different.
Play the Turbo Mill, man. It's awesome.
I haven't played my version of it in a while, but yeah.
Oh, there's another Frostbite.
My Ice Crown Focus Dark Presence dream has come to an end. Yeah. Oh, there it is.
There it is. Beast Tamer gets. Oh, yeah, the Beast Tamer does. Oh no, doesn't get in now because Flora has 2-3 attack units out.
But like, doesn't Flora just swing for the win?
Yeah.
She swings all out, and then he's down to 1.
Oh no, she can't. Oh, she has to Frostbite first.
No, she doesn't have to Frostbite first. She could Frostbite.
No, because she'll die from the 6 attack counter swing from the Beast Tamer.
No, what? He would die if she swings and he doesn't block with both.
Well, but I guess that's true. The Beast Tamer's not alert, so shut up, treatment.
Yeah, what? Hey, we're trying to do some serious commentating here, people.
You know what's funny? Like, we've got our serious commentating, but also if you look at the YouTube chat, like, very strong Ashes players like Matt and Carl and Mark are like trying to like analyze and sequence this game as if it's like a real game. It's not a real game. This is stupid. But everybody is very invested in this, nevertheless.
Yeah. Although
I see what you gotta do.
I was right. Going back up the chat, Lark and Fred. Yeah, transform does not change terrifying. Terrifying stays as is, so it stays as terrifying 1. But with the dark presence.
Oh, that's why Beast made.
So you still can do it.
Game, okay.
So no matter what,
we don't know what we're talking about.
Yeah. Either way you slice it, Ninja fails here.
Yeah. We can still get to terrifying too. If he has crescendo, he wins. But he doesn't have crescendo because this is JankFest.
Crescendo. That would be nice. A crescendo.
Here's a question for the class. Why is crescendo falling out of fashion?
Because this and Brian
Brian's got got 6 Fate Reflections at all times. Yeah,
Fate Reflection is always there. No, it's honestly it catches me. It's still a good card, and whenever Shadow plays it against me, I'm like, oh right, that card exists, and then you just get wrecked. But I think people play a lot more other types of bypass or try to do things.
Get water blasted.
Water blast the Mirror Spirit. Yeah. Boom. Flute Mage.
Yeah,
double
also,
swing.
Matt's right. Sympathy as a color is just kind of down right now.
Just because it hasn't gotten its release, it's still really good. Crescendo's a great card. Just
so is everything else in Sympathy. Like,
yeah,
it's right now. It's the splash color.
It's always been the splash color, but it's really good at that.
Well, I say that, but Carl.
It's gonna everyone else kick your butt. That's what it does.
Carl's collection final was Mirror Spirits. I think he ran 3 or 4 Sympathy. Basically, if you're running Mirror Spirits, you're running that. Because he also had Scald, right? And people are like, well, why? Scald was chained, but why isn't it played? It's still a great card. And yeah, you still got stupid Herder that's Sympathy for no reason.
Fair. Yeah, does not need to be a Sympathy card.
Although, granted, it shouldn't be a nature card because nature has everything. I'd rather it be Sympathy, even though it doesn't thematically make any sense. The ultimate, you'll just concede if I don't pass the turn.
Ninja's gonna keep repeatedly using Remia's ability to waste a bunch of time.
Yeah, we can't go all night, people. We need to see who is the best human of the world of 2023. The OG.
This is slow. I'm still want to go play Matt. What are you guys doing? Someone take Matt on. You're gonna make me do it, aren't you?
Carl said, I like how I don't know if the stream is slow or if some of the comments are just coming in late, but yeah, Carl said 4 Sympathy. What's the difference between our 2 versions of Turbo Mill? Fred asks. I made the original version and it did not have Ash Spirit, which I think is the real juice. I went more with the traditional Abundance, Doves, and Cobra play, and I think Gates and Generosity, trying to do like that type of approach to milling. Originally started like, can I mill 10 or 15 in round 1?
Ninja just Dark Presence to 0 attack Mirror Spirit. I need people to understand that.
just because.
It's scary.
Yeah. Boom. Did it. And he's out of dice. Boom. There we go. Look at that.
He swung it just so Flora could attack and win.
Hey, the wedding must be a success.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
G. And they all lived happily ever after. Yeah, nice, Sherman. Look at how many dice. Look at the dice. 47 dice used.
Oh, man.
But only 18 cards. That dice ratio, that's 3 cost cards on average. It's crazy.
Oh man. Well, thank you to Flora and Tim for playing on the stream, and naturally, of course, for being featured on the stream. There is a prize for the winner and a punishment for the loser. Flora wins a cigarette for winning this game, and of course, Ninja Dance Man will be shot and killed at our earliest convenience.
Yeah, right.
As his punishment for losing the game. So tough break, dude. But we appreciate you guys giving it your all on stream there this evening. And Flora, I'll ship that cigarette to you about the same time that I ship everybody's playmats that I owe them. So I wouldn't hold your breath.
And I don't even remember what you owe me anymore. A card?
I don't either.
I don't remember. It was like 2 years ago.
I don't either. I was thinking. I was like, while I watched the Cowboys today, I'm gonna get those playbats ordered because I'm at a spot where I have a little bit of disposable income. That's been one of the things is that I'll forget, and then when I remember, I do not have the money to send them out, and so I'm vacillating between those two states of being. I either have the money, but I do not remember that I have to do it, or I don't have the money while I remember why I have to do it. And so I thought that I was going to get that done today, and then instead I was just staring slack-jawed at my television, watching my team embarrass themselves. So
yeah.
I do swear to God, everybody will get their stuff, because I'm now 2 years behind on Builder of the Year, and I'm not going to let that happen. So hopefully tomorrow I've got the day off for MLK Day, and hopefully I'll be able to get on and get those playmats ordered and shipped out. So I will be reaching out for some addresses tomorrow. But without further ado, I think it's time to maybe pull up the ballot. And then we can give out our awards. I've got access to the back end here. So it's been a great night, everybody. Once again, thank you for tuning in and voting.
Killer, you can go play Matt.
Doing this because it's hilarious.
Yeah, you should do that. We'll pop over. All right, here's the ballot. We'll cover this because this
Timothy says a cigarette and a ritual killing. JankFest always has the best prize.
Do you want to cover the decks first, or do you want to cover the main 3 categories first?
We are going to go down to the decks first, and cover those, and we'll close the night with the annual awards. So. All right. Best deck name. This was the original JankFest category. Everybody knows from years of playing card games that your deck name is the most important part of what you are doing in any self-respecting deck. And so this was by far the most split category. We have votes for 6 different options from what I believe are 8 available, and so everybody was pretty pleased, and it's a pretty even split, but we do have a narrow edge, and the winner of best deck name for JankFest 2023. I just realized that the ballot says 2024. Jesus Christ. JankFest 2023. The award for best deck name goes to Dubious Archivist for Orthogonally Diagonal, a punchy birdie burn deck or a control deck that can go aggro yet has no birds. Congratulations.
Good job.
So deserved.
Congrats, job. Dubious. Well deserved. I mean, long titles are usually a shoo-in, but it also has to be clever. I like it.
I hadn't thought about the word orthogonally in years.
Orthogonally diagonal, yeah,
it's good.
Which doesn't really good, orthogonal. I mean, it makes sense, but it's weird.
I don't think it does actually, but anyway.
Yeah, orthogonal means left and right, or side, left, right, up and down. So,
left, right, up, down, and the diagonal is this way. So it doesn't. It doesn't. No, it doesn't go. But that's why we love you. So congratulations to Dubious Archivist for winning best deck name this year. Really, really cool. All right, next. Best deck theme. A lot of different ways that you can go with this. This one was a little bit less split, but it's nearly even. It's a 1 vote margin over me. I was in second place on this one, but I am thankful that I did not win, because the winner this year for best deck theme is Matt Bowers.
Very, very good job, Matt. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Solid. Theme is very solid.
I was really hopeful that, I just love that he took a mechanical approach to his theme. I think that's really, really cool. So congratulations, Matt, to Best Deck Theme.
I'm in stereo again. What'd you guys
this
do?
is always a really weird category, Lord of the Jank, because it's so hard to tell. Like, I actually would have thought on paper that, like, my deck would have lost to Matt's. But then that's not how it worked out. So it's these jank decks have such weird synergies that it's really hard to tell what's going to be strong. And so we're just kind of voting for it based off of what we see on paper. But we do have a consensus from the field as to what the most competitive deck out there was this year. And so the winner, the official Lord of the Drink for 2023 is Charming Yet Arrogant by Carl Diaz.
All right.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Most competitive jank.
Making arrogance look good.
Even though it doesn't have time.
Even though it can't do what it says it does on the tin. We trust Carl implicitly at this point in our career.
We trust his ability to draw that 1 out of 25. Or 2 out of 25. Two out of 25. Yeah. 2 out of 25.
That's pretty good. It's pretty good odds. So congratulations to Carl for winning Lord of the Jank. Carl, correct me in chat, but I don't think this is the first time that you've won Lord of the Jank. I feel like you've won this award before. So feel free to update us, but I think I'm remembering that correctly.
I think so. Yes.
Next up is coolest combo.
Oh wait, one sec. German. In case you didn't know, your face is no longer on stream, so just FYI. Your video.
Oh, is that's actually intensely relieving to me. That's good.
We need your shock and awe face.
So it's just your face?
It's now? No, Killer's on now. He's there.
Wait, Frank got. Okay, all right. Well, okay. That's how the cookie crumbled. Weird. I mean, if it all went well, it wouldn't be JankFest, would it?
No.
Okay. Coolest combo. So I am delighted to announce that for the first time in JankFest history, we have a true blue tie in a category. And so we get to award this title to 2 different people this year. And so the winners of Coolest Combo are Fred for Super Ice Crystal Tsunami Barrage and Killer Cactus for Death by a Million Cuts, which I think those are 2 absolutely great winners. You've got Killer Cactus drawing and slashing a million cards, and then you've got Fred doing a ton of magnify damage with Tristan. So
I slashed Matt 11 times this game, by the way, in the first round.
Oh God, wait. Okay, just quickly, I gotta jump over.
Oh yeah.
By the way,
no, I want to jump over and see this bloodbath.
Could have been 11 slashes in round 1. I'm not sure. I have 4 cards in my draw pile to start round
2. Well, you're also both running Abundance, which seems like a mistake.
Yeah. Carl, by the way, says that it's his 3rd year in a row winning it. And he also said Fred gets roasted for bringing a competitive deck and doesn't win the award for most competitive deck. Told you, he's both the problem and the solution. This is how it goes. This is amazing. All the slashes, more discards. Okay.
I just played Accelerate, and I'm gonna play a second Accelerate in a second here.
Fred says Killer's about to win half of the Koloff achievements at once.
Yeah. It's also worth noting that we've been
second slash turn. I still have a side action. I'm gonna amplify
oh God.
I'm gonna amplify a Weeping Spirit.
Yes. 3-6. Hey, that's not bad. Hit him for 7.
Is that game? That's not game.
No, it's 7. It's not. If you had Flash Strike, that's game. What a fail.
It's also worth noting that you have 7 minutes and 28 seconds on your timer, and you have no cards in your deck.
No, he's heal. No. Draw. I'm gonna unexhaust. It's nothing.
Unexhausted. Yeah, what? Oh, man. All right.
Matt has 11 cards in hand.
Let's see. What can I do?
Nothing. Close
I don't know
shop.
what to do.
You lose.
I'm out of things to do.
You just lose now.
No, I'm gonna play a knowledge seeker. Yeah, and then am I gonna slash him?
Slash, yeah. Unless he has another generosity.
And I'm just gonna lose now, but that's too bad.
Oh, because yeah, you could have, if he had a unit, like, he has nothing, right? You just slash him and swing for 2. That would have been the game. All right. Are we hopping back over to the ballots?
This is, well, I do think it's worth noting that this is our coolest combo winner this year. And apparently the combo is completely gas yourself in round 1.5 or whatever it is. So it's round 2.
I mean, this is it, right? This is the beauty of seeing, he's just giving you a softball. Just slash it and swing. If you have another amplify, you win.
I don't have amplify. I discarded it with slash earlier.
Oh. Classic amateur move.
I can't kill him. I'm one short. I'm 1 damage short.
Oh man.
Oh, now he's burning me with abundance.
If only. Oh, yeah, you can't do anything. Well, to be fair, he can't do anything.
He can't burn you. Oh no, yes he can. Sorry, it's the...
he can't.
He's got 11 cards in hand and 5 dice, so. I don't know. You could still win this. You could still win it, unless he gets another generosity.
KC goes first.
Oh no, there it is. No, generosity again.
I hit draw. I should have unexhausted. He's an unexhaust abundance.
Oh yeah, Ash Spirit burns you. That's right. That's how the cookie crumbles.
Oh, he's gonna make a cricket.
All right. Let's hop back to the last category while Killer loses.
Fill us in, Killer Cactus. All right, and the last category is the Underminer Award, and this is for the best incorporation of an underutilized card. So there's a lot of, some players may not consider the same cards to be underrated, underutilized. This is an award that traditionally has a lot of interpretation, but apparently not that much, because this also has our largest margin of victory of any of our categories so far. With fully half of the vote, the winner this year of the Underminer Award is Carl Diaz.
You gotta be kidding me.
Yeah. Dude,
no, that's true. It's because of the arrogance.
Yeah, dude, 3 arrogance, and he's doing everything he can to maximize it. And arrogance is one of those cards. Everybody's really excited about this charm set, but they're not excited about arrogance, right? And so I think he found a way to use it really, really well, and got rewarded for it. So that's 2 awards for Carl's Jericho list with no time die tonight. So that's pretty good.
Unbelievable. All right.
Nicely done, Carl.
Quick update. Oh, nice. Charm power on an Essence Druid. This is going to be the slowest.
His last card in hand was 100 Blades.
You know what's funny, though?
Yeah, don't I win?
You just be fast on passing. He has to make the decisions now. He's going to lose on making decisions.
So hold on. I get...
You take 2.
Damage do I take here? I take 5 plus 2 from Ash Spirit.
How do you take 5? Oh, from the fatigue. Yeah. You mean at the end of the round. Yeah. You're going to take...
I take 1 here.
7?
And then 7. So I'm still alive. Okay. I think I win.
Yeah. You could.
Unless he has redirect or something.
Cole, no cards in hand.
Well, wait. How do you deal... You have no cards in hand. How do you deal the damage?
I'm gonna swing 3 guys.
Yeah, but not for enough. He's got 3 life.
I'm gonna.
Yeah. 3 to acknowledge Seeker plus the wing.
Oh wait, actually, hold on. I'm gonna time power my wishing wing, baby. Yeah.
Oh. Oh my God, he did it, folks. Look at that. That's a nice play.
He got figures in the fog.
Nope.
No, he doesn't.
Redirect wouldn't do it.
Cold.
Boom. Awesome. GG.
I think that was 11 1/slashes because he gave me a couple cards with abundance.
That's amazing.
Listen.
Absolutely amazing.
If you've ever won a game with Cole, but you had cards in your hand or cards in your deck, it didn't count.
Under here, he's gonna see it.
Three. Did he actually hop in? I'll quickly pop out.
He's gone. Thank you, Under Rug Swept. We love you.
Thank you. Thanks, bud.
Double Anguish. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
All right, let's.
Wowie zowie! What a thing, man.
We got 3 games in. We covered 3 games in one night. That's really good.
Yeah. One of them was competitive. So, yeah, it's good.
Very true.
We do all these words. I was half listening and half slashing.
It works. Hey, whatever works, man.
Joke's on you, bud. Charlotte is always half listening and half slashing. Kind of a permanent state of being over there. Yeah. So. All right, everybody.
Doesn't matter whether you win by an inch or a mile. Winning's winning, right? Dominic Toretto, 2023. All right.
All right. So we are going to. What's the order that we should do this? We're going to start with Rookie of the Year.
Makes sense.
So, Rookie of the Year, I let through one nomination because I didn't want this one to get too diluted, and I knew that people would probably have like a small slice of people in mind. And so the two names that popped up, and they had such a huge majority that I didn't dilute this pool with a third nominee, were Fred and Brankus. Brankus famously qualified for collection last year despite being relatively new to the game, and then Fred, within just a couple of months of starting playing, had already cracked into the top of the ELO. And so just 2 absolute powerhouses coming into the game and making their mark immediately. And the winner of Rookie of the Year for 2023 is Fred, with 73% of the vote, and he was on almost every nomination. In fact, I thought that my form was broken because it was only showing that I had like 4 responses for Rookie of the Year, but it was just that so many people had typed just Fred that it was all like it was condensing the results and saying that I only had like this many different results. So many people nominated Fred, and then when it came time for voting, 73% of the vote went to Fred. So congratulations, bud. Very well deserved. Just super cool to see you win Rookie of the Year. How do you feel about this award since you came up with it, Killer Cactus?
Well, I famously hate Fred, so I'm bitter about it. But
Saying torn.
Yeah, I do think that there was. I mean, this is the right answer. Nothing against Brankus. His run and collection and stuff was awesome, and he's had good tournament results after that. And would have been well deserving of it too. But I mean, Fred's just kind of come on like a wrecking ball, to paraphrase a certain song.
No, we're on Taylor Swift, buddy. We're not on Miley.
Sorry. Well, I couldn't even have told you who sang that song, to be honest. But yeah, this was. I mean, he totally deserves this. He's just come on, and he's intimidating to play against. He's very, very tough, and he's just skyrocketed up the leaderboard like nobody else had. So it's very well deserved.
Yeah,
very,
absolutely.
Very well deserved.
Fred wants to know who the third was, maybe as a special mention.
Oh, let me go back and look at my nomination form. I know who, actually. You guys will get a kick out of this. There were actually only 3 names that got nominated for this award at all. Oh, that's not true. There was one other that had like a couple of votes. But it was tons of Fred, and then a really healthy amount of Brankus, and then the third place nominee had a few votes, and it was There's Alfred.
Was it really?
Alfred's been playing the game for years, but acts like he just got here. And so a lot of people threw in Alfred. I think it's a little inside joke. I got a real kick out of that, but he didn't quite have enough nominations to go on this. I really probably should have put him on here just as a joke.
No, you shouldn't have, because he would have won.
Yeah, he would have. That's true. He would have won, and that wouldn't be fair. Congrats, Alfred. Good job. 6 years.
Alfred.
6 years running.
Rookie of the year, 6 years running. Best New Artist Award. Oh man. Well, all right. We will go to Builder of the Year. This is a community that loves and rewards deck building, and so every year this is coveted. There's been several players who have said outright that they would rather win this award and be recognized in this way by the community than win Worlds. So that just goes to show how thoroughly ingrained creativity and deck building is in the culture of Ashes. And I'm really proud to be a part of this community, not only because everybody's so great, but because of that kind of orientation that we all have, because expressing myself and being creative in these games is really why I play them. And there's never been a game like Ashes for that. And so all that to say, this is a coveted award, and the community bestowing this on somebody is just a huge honor and a huge recognition of what they've contributed over the course of the year. And so I say all that to say I'm going to give you a little behind the scenes peek at the numbers. The person, there's 3 nominees here. The person who ended up winning this award had 4 times the amount of nominations as any other individual player. And then when it came time to actually vote between our 3 nominees this evening, the winner had 86% of the vote. And that is absolutely no disrespect to the other 2 nominees who had great years and contributed as well. But I think most of us in the community have known for a long time that in 2023, the Builder of the Year award wholly belonged to Killer Cactus. So Congratulations. Just absolutely overwhelming response for the community, Bud. This was your award this year. I think a lot of people recognize that out of the gate. So congratulations, man. I know you fought really hard for it.
I was going to say, I was going to riot and shut the stream off if it wasn't Killer, because, well deserved for sure.
Yeah. Thank you. I'm very, very, very excited to hear that. And I was nervous because I didn't do a ton of deck building towards the end of the year. I got really, us, especially us Jankyard guys we tried to focus hard on getting a deck and tuning it, right? Which is something that none of us famously ever do very much of.
Right.
And I really I dug into that Leo deck for quite a while and was just grinding on it. I didn't build a lot, and I was I haven't built some in the last couple months, but I was really proud of the dual decks earlier this year.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure.
Even the master set stuff I did recently, where I rearranged all the 6 master set decks to try and make playable ones, and I tried to do a lot of that kind of stuff to help out this year, along with with building some other things. And I was really proud of that Leo deck that's went far, so I was happy with my builds this year, and I'm totally stoked to know that the people wanted me to win this, so that's really awesome. Like you said, this is better than winning Worlds. This is it's really cool. So thank you everyone that voted for me and nominated me. I'm super duper happy.
Yeah, dude. No, and we don't have short memories, because there's everything you did early in the year too, and all the decks you helped get Flora to the end with a bunch of those decks, and all the decks that the dual series I think is such a huge contribution to the community. And I've seen a lot of people play them, and a lot of people recommend them in the new player channel, which is huge. But then just everything else that you do too, and like for the first 8 months, I would say, because yeah, you said the later part of the year sort of went down a little bit in terms of things, but we had the deck building forum, and you were posting there like every single day a new idea. And before the forum, there was the channel, and you were posting every day. Like, you're prolific. It's awesome. Well deserved.
It is, yeah. I love seeing Treatment nominated here. I remember, I don't know if you remember Treatment, but 2023 is the year of the Treatment. And you really took it seriously. And one thing that I loved seeing was as you cruised to your 12 Phoenix League win, I would see your deck list every week. And for the most part, as you got those wins racked up, it was the same list, and you were tweaking it just a little bit and refining it every single week and really relying on it. And that is the mark of a good deck builder, just as much as coming up with a bunch of wild and crazy off the wall stuff, is like being able to identify something that's going to work in a certain meta and then refine it. And so it was cool to see that, along with some of your other more creative endeavors, recognized in your nomination. And then also Lark was one of my votes as well. I feel like, and this is absolutely no disrespect to you at all, Casey, everybody knew that you were going to win this award this year for the volume of work that you did. But I do feel like some people forgot during the nomination process that this was the year that Lark freaking won a tournament with a mono Noah deck. And because he was not quite as nominated as I anticipated him to be. He was kind of a sleeper, and I thought that he would be nominated more. Some of the stuff that Lark has done is just mind-blowing to me, and it's always really fun to watch him work. And so I loved seeing Treatment and Lark nominated, even though this was a year that I feel like we've known for a while this award was probably going to KC. So just a really cool year for this category, I think.
Lark breaks the mold a lot. He's got crazy ideas, and that's what I think is such a great part of his contributions.
And that deck was like kind of revolutionary. We haven't seen a deck like that maybe ever. I mean, it was a completely different take on the game, and I still think back to that final that I lost against him. I mean, I there's nothing I could do. Like I was just completely locked down by that list, and it was just so cool to see a deck put together that could function like that, and in one color, right? And in a color that people were kind of poo-pooing back then. So it was, I mean, that was really a revolutionary idea. So I was really happy to see him nominated as well. And Treatment, I think I nominated you, and like, you fly under the radar because you build these decks that like other people take. I mean, like a lot of these decks that Fred is taking and climbing the ELO ladder with are stuff that you've worked on with him. Yeah,
we're doing some cool stuff together.
And you know, and that Leo deck that I've been playing was, I mean, your brainchild originally. Like it was, Turbo Mill was your original idea. I just kind of took it and did something different. And you've done some really cool things this year too. So I was, not just because, you know, you're my podcast buddy, but I nominated you for those things. And was glad to see you get on there as well. So
thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Keep doing it.
Congratulations again to Killer Cactus. Killer. Hey. I know I'm putting you on the spot, but the people want to know, have you given any thought to what piece of art you're going to choose for your Builder of the Year playmat?
I have only very little, and I don't know, but by tomorrow I will know.
Cool. Awesome. We'll be sure to let everybody know. Everybody loves knowing what the people pick. So
it will be posted in the Discord very shortly, probably before I go to bed tonight, but I don't know. I'd love to find some good Aerodel art because it's I still blame. I wanted an Aerodel playmat at Gen Con really bad, and Chaos Theory took it from me. To pick it, so I was very upset about that, and I may try and rectify that somehow with this, but I got to find a good piece of art. Unfortunately, Rejuvenate, her new signature, is not the best. I don't think so.
No, I tell you what, I think Glaciate would make a killer killer Matt. So you might give some thought to that one.
I'll take a peek at that. I wanted to look. That was where I was going to go. Is take a look at some of the Red Rains nature set and see if I could get a good Aerodome picture from there. So Glaciate might be the winner, but I'll figure something out tonight.
That's great. Yeah, congratulations again, man. All right, we'll close the night out with a new award this year. This is the Oric Gilstream Human of the Year. This is such a close community, and it's a community where a lot of people put in time so that other people can engage with the game well and the community can stay strong and stay together. And so there's a lot of different ways that everybody is contributing to that. I think about all the time that the Jankyard guys are putting into making a consistent podcast that gets everybody talking. I think about the people doing hard work in the playtest channel to make the game happen. And the playtesters are pretty transparent about who they are and the kind of work that's being done on the development side. And then, of course, we have community led and developed tools that let us play the game online with each other to begin with. And so Ashes is a community led effort. And so there's just tons of different ways that can be recognized with the idea of like a human of the year, like service oriented award. And so the people that the community chose to nominate this year were Treatment for the way that you just interact with the community, I'm sure, and all of the work that goes into the Jankyard as a platform and your guys' podcasts and streams. And then Dijon, who is the source of everything that we do. Tonight wouldn't have happened without Dijon. I think it's fair to say that Ashes wouldn't exist without Dijon, because Ash Techie is such an incredible tool that makes so many different aspects of the game accessible, not only at the hardcore like competitive level, but also for people just jumping in. And then it's weird that I had to like type my name in here, but I couldn't not. I was the most nominated person by individual nominations for this award, and I feel very humbled by that and very thankful for you guys recognizing the work that's gone into Phoenix League. And just the nomination alone seriously means the world to me. I love all of you, and I wouldn't do the things I do and spend kind of time and spend so much time faffing around on the Discord if this community didn't mean just so much to me. And so this nomination for Human of the Year, I can't imagine anything better than that. That said, I am intensely relieved that I am not the winner of this award. I am so thankful to announce that I think this is going to the right person this year. Our Oric Gilstream Human of the Year is Dijon.
Yeah, for sure. Like you said, this community basically wouldn't exist. Like, if we didn't have a platform to play and do all of our tournaments, for sure. Like, Dijon holds the whole thing up. And it's not just that, it's not like a one and done and just adds the expansions. Like, this whole year, the number of UI and like user experience improvements,
so clean now.
It's so good. And he keeps doing things, and he makes it he makes it accessible for those in the community that need it. He, like, you know, for instance, for Shadowfire, it's screen readable. He's made it a lot more friendly, I think, for new players. Red
Rains this year, all of the dev time that went into that.
Yeah, all of the, like, that was crazy. He always, someone was like, oh yeah, by the way, I have a solo mode, and it's like, what? And then the speed at which he also gets out all the expansions is super impressive. Like, 90% of the time, this community is playing the cards before anybody receives them physically. Like, this whole thing is propped up on his shoulders, so well deserved for sure. I mean, I'm flabbergasted that I was even nominated, and I'm very appreciative, but very thankful to those of you who did. And German, I know you didn't want to write your name down, but the amount you do for the community, you're organizing. I mean, Phoenix League in and of itself is probably enough of a reason for you to get the nominations, but you do a lot, and I don't think you should shy away from the appreciation that we have for you.
Yeah, thank you, man. Like I said, I'm really glad that the Jankyard is represented on the Human of the Year award. I think that like the Shuffle Bus guys and all the streaming and everything that they did, creating content is such a fast path to burnout, even in a game that is like as small as ours is, right? But Jankyard keeps putting in the work. And keeps doing things for the community and like getting people talking and making nights like tonight happen. Shmoda Pro and all the things that Jankyard does. I really feel like you wouldn't disagree that a nomination for you is kind of a recognition of the entire Jankyard team. And I'm really happy that you guys are recognized there.
Treatment does at least twice what Schmendrix and I do. That's a true statement. So he deserves a nomination more than either of us do. And not to mention his wife editing the podcast, right? Like
she does more than all of us.
But I'm sure she does more than all of us. But to me, I nominated Treatment when I did it, and I was thinking of both of them as the nomination because they deserve it more than us. They certainly put a lot more. They really do put a lot more into it than Schmendrix and I do. Like he's kind of the backbone of it now. So it would not exist in near the capacity that it does without him and Allie. So thank you guys for that.
It's awesome. Yeah, thank you.
We had a really good question in the nominations from Carl for how many individual people were nominated for Human of the Year. And it was 10 individual people were nominated for that award.
Wow.
And I not everybody reached like the critical mass to get to still into the nomination. The cutoff was 5 noms. But yeah, 10 individual people. And if that doesn't say something about how great this community is, I don't know what else does. You've got just a ton of unique names because so many people are contributing in so many unique ways. So yeah, 10 people overall were nominated for the Human of the Year award.
That's amazing. Cool. That's awesome. Dude, this was I every year that we do this is great, and it's cool how it has evolved. And I'm just thankful that people also joined and stuck around in the conversation. I had a lot of fun tonight. I don't know.
So fun.
Maybe it was the Grand Marnier and Drambuie mix, but the games were hilarious. The conversation was really cool. I just had a lot of a really great time with you guys. And thank you to everyone who has joined and who's continued to, for the Jankyard, watch us on stream and contribute. And I hope people like the wiki, I think, really took off this year, and I'm hoping, that can continue. And I don't know, I just think as a community we do a lot right. And it's been a great year, and I hope 2024 is even better.
Yeah, we're gonna see you guys around this time next year. Why would we stop? We're gonna keep doing this. JankFest is the best night of the year. Thanks to everybody for supporting it the way that you do. This was just a random idea that I had and threw together in a week 2 years ago, and the way that everybody rallied around it is just insane to me. And now it's become this celebration of the entire community that everybody talks about all year long. And so I freaking love JankFest, man. It's so cool.
Awesome.
Thank you, everybody.
It's awesome.
Yeah, thanks guys. And I think without further ado, unless there's anything the community wants to say, there's a lot of thanks, congrats, and good things said about the community. I'm cool to call this a great night.
Yeah, the only thing I think that I would add is that I've always said that it would be a cold day in hell before I let treatment get nominated for an annual award, but it is in fact super duper cold right now. So
there you go.
It's real cold out there. Everybody stay safe. You never know. You never know when treatment's behind you. Just watch out. So,
Kelly, you want to do the sign-offs?
If unless German wants to do it, because he never gets to.
That's true. German, you don't get to eat.
There's only
I do not possess an unctuous enough odor to do the sign-off. I don't deserve it. I need it to be done by somebody who really represents the ethos on a day-to-day, week-to-day, week-to-week basis. We all famously know that when it comes to deck building, I am a coward. I cannot deliver this sign-off.
Well, it's a good thing we're only at 3 so far. We got 4 more to go, but
yeah, there. All right, well, frog up, wolf down, snake out. You're not janky, you're stanky.
Have a good one.
Happy New Year, Active Nation.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.